Hi, everyone. Linda Israel here. Thank you so much for being here during my live stream. I greatly appreciate your support. I've pre-recorded this so that we can have some of the behind the scenes done while you listen to me for just a moment. I again want to thank you so very much for being here during my live stream. If you could give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so that they can come join us. And if you will also give me a comment in the comment section after this video is done, and then definitely speak up in the chat and say hi. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now, if you're watching this as a replay, generally, if you're on a computer, you can go down below and look for the little gear. You can change that and make the speed faster. If you're on a mobile device, look up in the corner, up in this area for three little dots, and you can change the speed there as well. Those of you that are here live, do definitely speak up in the chat. I greatly appreciate you being here. Well, those that are here live earn a virtual currency. Junkie Joe should be coming up here in just a moment, and you'll be able to check how many bucks that you have. What are bucks? They're junk bucks. It's just a virtual point system that I have created on my account when we're live so that you can redeem those once you get to 2,000 for a $10 off coupon to my shop. So you can type exclamation point bucks to see how many that you have. And if you have 2,000 and you're ready for a coupon code, type exclamation point award, and my official note takers will take down that information. Now, if you haven't already created an account on my website at lindaisrael.com, please do so, and then send me a message through the contact form letting me know what your YouTube username is. Why? So I'll have your email address and I can email you your coupon code. Also, if you make a donation throughout this live stream, you can be added to my YouTube donators membership that I have on my website. So again, create an account, say, hey, Linda, I donated, and tell me what your username is on YouTube if it's different. That way I can get you added to that. At the end of this stream, I will have journals made, and you will have the opportunity to win one of those journals. Throughout the live stream, we'll have some various raffles, and we also have in-chat games. So be looking out for that in the chat, and I'll kind of speak it up when I get to it. For example, if you type exclamation point raffle, right now you can be in a chance to win 200 junk bucks. So you'll be well on your way to getting 2,000 junk bucks. Normally, Robin is my official note taker. Sometimes Angelica is my official note taker. It kind of depends on what's going on. These are members and administrators of my Facebook group, the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, we'd love to have you come and join us over there. What else? Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. Hey, if you have a question, try to put it in all caps. That way I'll see it. If I don't see it, please don't be offended. The chat sometimes moves fast, and I'm usually looking down trying to create things. So please ask again. But if you know the answer that someone else's question, please go ahead and answer for them. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Oh, if you have a YouTube channel, you can't post your link, but you can say, I have a YouTube channel, and tell us a little bit about it. Tell us your channel name, something like that. Tell us what you do. We're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm looking at the time. So roughly 5 minutes is when I'll get started. So it should be just a few more seconds. So definitely hang out in the chat, and we'll get started here in just a moment. For today's session, I thought I'd do a quick flip through of things that I gather when I am working on a junk journal. So for this theme, and you don't have to have a theme, people. Do what you love. But I thought I would go along the theme of ladies and flowers. So I pulled a few things from my stash. I may or may not use them all, but I get them out. So I've got some napkins. I've got these little paper sacks that have a floral print, some fabric pieces. I printed several pages from the shabby floral journal kit from Calico Collage because I like the colors, the variety that was in there. I also printed, this is the domino images from the Dragonfly Delight kit. Here are some journal cards. I think this may be from the planner kit from Dragonfly Delight. These are Ladies and Flowers, Flowers and Ladies by Calico Collage. And I just printed those on text weight paper because I thought I could cut them out and layer them in collage. Here's some more of Norella's. This one I cropped from the big page. So this was the image. I cropped it and then printed it bigger because I thought she might be something I want to play around with some more. Here I printed several of the floral botanical alphabet cards from Norella of Calico Collage, and I printed them smaller. Normally these would be like 4 by 6, I think, in size, and I printed a full 8.5 by 11 as a 5 by 7 image. I did the same thing here. This was a 5 by 7 image, or 8 by 10. No, 8.5 by 11, and I printed it as 2 5 by 7s. Can't get my words out. Same with these artist trading card size ladies. And then this is from the Dragonfly Delight journal kit, and I thought maybe I would do something with those, some more printed elements. This is from the Shabby Floral. I think it's Shabby Floral is another set of Calico Collages, as well as this one. Some more here. Some more of the artist trading cards from the Dragonfly Delight. Here's some postcards from the Dragonfly Delight kit. And here's some tags. And then I just grabbed a few random things. I've got some pieces of cardstock. I've got some index cards. I've got scraps of paper. This was some scrapbook paper I had left over from another project. Envelopes, it looks like. There's some music here. Some scrapbook paper from Canvas Corp brands. I've got some cardstock. I've got more fabric. Put that in another pile. I've got a composition notebook that I might take some pages out of. Some onion skin papers. A paper sack. I've got some notebook paper, coloring book page, a couple of pages of tie-dye or tea-dye paper, coffee dye paper, some book pages. I've got some scrapbook papers that I had that I thought would just kind of go with the colors, and then I've got a stencil and some rubber stamps and more. So the next thing I'm going to do is spend some time trimming out all of these elements. So I'll cut all of these up and then we'll get started. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hey, I hope you liked the beginnings that I shared with y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I did say hi to a couple of you in the chat, so thank you so much. I am doing a lot better, so I'm glad that y'all are here. I'm feeling a lot better. I was not having a good week last week and didn't stream, so I'm here with you this week. And I thought I'd do a little bit different. You know, normally I go through and show you quickly a couple of things, and then we make a tutorial. So I thought I would show a little bit more about the prep work, getting it all ready, and how it all comes about. So that's why I did the flip through of all the things that I like to get together. And I've got a pile here. And I thought I would just kind of make a few things just as it inspires me as I'm going through this, with the idea that, oh, thank you so much, Margie, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would just kind of go through a little bit about how I come about it. I've chosen a theme. Themes are loose. It kind of depends on what you like. In this particular case, I thought ladies and flowers. So I was pulling images that had women. And then I've found some rubber stamps. I've also, like I showed, printed some images. And I thought we'd just kind of play around a little bit with those. So right off the bat, I took a piece of cardstock. This is a scrapbook piece of paper that was normally 12 by 12. I trimmed it to be 4 by 6. I have a little pile of those. I've trimmed up a bunch of the others as well. So to start off the bat, And I don't remember which one this is, but this is one of my new ladies in my rubber stamp collection. And I stamped her onto a book page. I thought that looked really cool. And then I thought I would frame her and not accusing her of a crime and making her go to jail. No, instead, I'm going to put a frame around her image. So I've got a ruler and a black permanent marker. These are those cheap kind. And I found that if you just line up your ruler to just expose just a small edge and then draw down, you can get a nice crisp edge. And it looks like when we're done that we have mounted our paper, but in all actuality, all we've done is drawn a line. Thank you so much, Lori. Thank you so much. So here is that image that I just put on there. And doesn't it make a completely different look by framing her? So I know I'm going to put her on there. And I'm thinking, you know, I want a saying or something down here at the bottom. So let's kind of flip through. I've got these saying stamps. Let's see what we have here. I know I saw one that said dream. Where is it? That's what happens. You put things away. Oh, here it is. This one says dare to dream. So what if we were to stamp this onto a piece of paper? So I'm getting a little block. Oh, thank you so much, Whisk the Glue Rhonda. Thank you so much for your donation. I will frame that woman. Thanks, Margie. Thank you, Robin. By the way, I didn't go over it, but I am working on this ladies and flowers journal, but I won't be making a complete journal today. I do have a couple of other journals that I made. Some of these are what I call a eclectic. They have a little bit of everything in there. So I do have a couple of these journals. If we get enough donations, I will raffle these off at the end. I also have some prizes, some of which that Robin donated to me. So we will have some of those as well. So right now we do have the raffle going on for 200 free junk bucks. So get in on that. So thank you so much for being here, everybody. All right. So I put a frame around her and I've got Dare to Dream. And I'm thinking that I want to stamp this onto something. Maybe a piece of ivory paper. Let's see what I have here. I have some text weight paper. She's kind of see-through, but it might work. So let's see what happens here. So if I stamp this kind of in the corner and we'll rip it out. I've missed everybody, Robin says. Well, we're so glad you're here. Margie says, we want all the journals. All right, so I'm just going to rip this out. So you end up with a little bit of a piece there. And I think it needs some distress inks around it. Now, I think it needs something else. We got to look at it and see, you know, what can we put on here to give this just a little bit more. So if I put it down here at the bottom, what if I've got some fabric here. I wonder if this fabric would look good. If only I need a little piece. Maybe I'll do something like this. I'm going to take this piece and cut it the same width about. And I don't need it as wide because you're just going to cover it up anyway with the other piece of paper. So I'm going to cut this in half. So I end up with this little piece that we lay across the bottom here. And then if we put that on top of it, we kind of get a little fabric bit down here. I'm going to glue this piece in place. How have y'all been? Y'all been good? Y'all been staying out of trouble? Did you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year? We're off onto the right foot for 2021. Okay, I'll put that there. And I think I want to put this across the bottom. So I'm just putting a little bit of Aleene's tacky glue down to help hold that fabric into place. This will go on there. I may need something else. I've got maybe a piece. I saw some. No, I think I need something up there. I think I've got it. Let's look in here. I've got some blue. What if we were to cut a little heart? Hey, Sally, welcome. All right, so I'm just going to cut a little heart. It's not very deep. I just folded the fabric in half and kind of snipped it. What if we were to put something like that? Oh yeah, I like that. Just adding that darker color up there kind of helps bring it together. I wanted a variety for this journal, so that's why I'm going to have some rubber stamped images. I'll have some calico collage images just to see what I can do to make a little journal card. What do you think? Hordes of bucks. Hey, Maria, welcome. And then this is the botanical rose that I just stamped onto a book page and placed it down. So I think it needs a little something else. So let's see. Got a little saying. It says, "Be still and listen." These are some of the words by Calico Collage. Okay, so that could go down there, but I think it needs something else beside it, or under it, or with it. So what if we were to do this fabric? So I'm going to cut a piece of it. I think I'll cut this one in half as well because I don't need as much. Thank you, Sam. All right, so what if we put this and then that? So we have be still and listen. So we'll put this together. Yeah, Robin just shared the link to all the lady rubber stamps. So if there's one that you like, there's definitely a bunch in there to choose from. All right, so let's put this down like that. So just made 2 little journal cards real fast. So I've got a pile here, so I'm just going to start putting them in there. My idea is that I will make something and put it out of the way. Make something and put it out of the way. We're going to have some pockets. We'll do some tuck spots, and we'll make some journal cards and whatever else we can come up with. Like, here's a piece of paper that I thought was kind of pretty. I've got some cardstock here. I thought I had, here we go. Like, here's a journal card, pre-cut. Here's a couple, as well as some index cards. Okay, so here we go. This is kind of stuff I'm looking for. All right, so I have this little image, and I've got a small card. I've got a gel print that might look good with that. I do have this little scrap of paper. I think I'm going to rip the non-printed side off. What if we were to put that? So we're kind of making a little collage there. Move this out of the way. And I think what I want to do is this piece I'm going to cut to fit. And let's apply some distress inks to it. What was it? She said you ordered 5 of the stamp mats and took 2 days to clean and transfer some of your stamps. I arranged them by category instead of by package. Okay, Sam. You won't make your own and use tacky glue again. It was a mess. Uh-oh. All right, so I got those pieces. I think I want to put some ink on here. All right, so I've got a little ink on here. I've got this little piece. I've got this little piece. I think I need something in the background here. And Sam had wanted me to use the cross-stitch button stencil. So I just thought I'd grab it real fast. I think that's what this is called. All right, I think I want to line it up like that. Let's do Mermaid Lagoon. And somewhere around here, all of my little brushes have gotten dirty. And apparently I haven't put them back where they belong. That's not one I want. Ah, here we go. Don't know if there's anything on this one, so let's test it. It's got a little yellow on it, so we'll clean it. Welcome to the live stream. I try to clean my brushes off, but sometimes I forget to put them up. All right, so I've got Mermaid Lagoon Distress Oxide in an oval blending brush. And I've got the button. And apparently there's still yellow on here, so we're going to get an unusual background. Mixing the teal and the green together. All right. Gives us a little mixed media looking background. Well, I kind of like it. And then we'll put this on here. I think I need a mat behind here, but I'm going to go ahead and glue this together. Big win, Robin. I could go over to the sewing machine. Oh yeah, you like the oxides? I kind of like them too. I like that they blend, and I like using them with the stencils like this. And my brush was a little wet because I cleaned it. So that's why I've got this unusual variegated background. I think this edge needs to be a little darker. Okay, I like this. And I think I need a mat behind this piece. So let's just grab a book page. And I'll cut it. So I'll cut off the white areas a little bit. All right, if I'm looking at this, do I want it to be, yeah, I think like that. So I'm going to trim it. See if this size would be. Just a little frame. Different kind of frame. Oh, congratulations on your coupon code, Linda. We'll get that to you after the live stream. Okay, so I put that on there and it's too much. It's covering up the other. See? It just covers it up. So we're just going to set that aside. We'll use it somewhere else. And I think I'll just go back to using that technique where I draw a line around, because maybe that's all it needs. It's just a little bit of a frame. So I'll use my marker and make a slight frame. Okay. Not like I don't have any. All right, I think that's what it needed. It just needed a little bit of that dark frame around there. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. Marge wants to give away 2,000 of her junk bucks. Oh my goodness. Marge. Well, all right. We can do that. We can do that. All right, so I'm just kind of placing this over on one side, and then we'll just put her down here. This one will be rather plain. Didn't have a lot of lace or fabric pieces or anything, so we'll just put a little bit of something on there. I think we could put a little piece of fabric at the top maybe, or lace. Got this little piece. What if we were to just to put it to where it's coming off the top, like it's a pull tab? So I'm going to cut this, and let's go over to we'll go over to the sewing machine, and we'll stitch this across the top, and then that'll give us a little pull. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, let's do this. Sewing cam. All right, so I have my sewing machine. We got this sewing cam lamb. Sewing cam lamb! I'm over at my sewing machine over here. Oops, about to lose my camera. Okay. All right, and what I'm going to do is just stitch across the top here. It's pretty much for decoration purposes, but I kind of like this look. I just stitched it. Pardon me as I sneeze. Okay. So we just made another little card there. We could also add, you know what? I can add some flowers to that. I have these paper flowers. I've had them forever. I need to use them up. What do we got here? There's a little pale, kind of a tealy color. I thought I saw, yeah, a little yellow. Maybe something like that. Hey, maybe I'll even put some bling on there. Sprays the air with Lysol. Thank you. Okay, I like that. We'll just put this down. A little glue in there. Little glue. All right, let's put a rhinestone in there. So I'll just go in here. Use my scissors to pop one off. Okay. All right, so I put bling on it and lace and fabric. Can you believe it? Alrighty. I kind of like the way that stenciling turned out. So let's do it again on an index card just to see what we can come up with. So it has kind of a green tint to it. I need to clean my brush some more, so I'm going to spray it with my cleaner. In shock. In shock. Robin's in shock because I used bling and lace and fabric. Oh my goodness. All right, so I cleaned my brush just a little bit more. Oh, and it's wet, so cool patterning. So I'm just kind of rubbing it over the whole thing. It kind of gives it a tinge of antique color to it. I'll go ahead and do the back. Kind of gives it a whole different pattern. It's damp, so I'm going to dry it a little bit. Coffee stat. Isabel, you need stencils? Well, I have a few in my shop. All right, so there's that so far. Okay, I like it. Let's add some distress inks to the edges. See what I have as far as little images. I do have like this butterfly image. I don't know, maybe something like that to kind of give us a little collage. Or do we want something with brighter color? Let's add some distress inks to that. Which one should I use? Let's see. I still have this piece of book paper here. Or is that better? I don't know. Yes, I do post to the UK. The shipping's not cheap, but yes, I do. I don't know. I change my mind a lot. You know, when I do the live streams for y'all, I'm not always this indecisive because I've already made up my mind. I don't know. I think I'm kind of leaning towards doing something with this. So we're going to do it. You're welcome. All right. Went all vintage looking. You like that? Thank you, Linda, for your donation. Thank you. Thank you. I think I want it. Let's do a 2.5-inch square. Went to vintage colors. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of this sticking out the top. So if it's in a pocket, it'll kind of stick out. So I'm going to glare these together. Minds are meant to be changed, just like baby diapers. Ah. All right, so I'm going to glue these together. I'm rotating the letters of the book page to be crosswise. Okay, and then I think what I want to do is glue this on top of here, just across the bottom. And if I want, you know, let's see here. I don't know, I was trying to think if I wanted to put a little piece of fabric on here, and I think I will. All right, so we're going to go to the sewing machine here in just a moment. Here's what I've got. I've got a little piece of fabric here that I'm going to put on the back side. So I'll put a little bit of glue right there. And I'm going to go to the sewing machine and stitch around this little square. And that'll help hold that into place and put a little square on the back. Oh, and I got to do the raffle. Put that there. I'll do that in just a moment. Just hang on. Just hang on. Okay. So we stitched around that. Bah, bah. You like that? Just adding a little piece of that fabric behind there. So when we have this in a pocket, it'll stick up just a little bit. All right, let's do the raffle. Let me get a drink. All right. All right, so here's what we're going to do is, hang on, what? You just have to figure out what to hang on to. In my case, I have a lot of flesh. Alrighty, so let's pick the winner of 200 junk bucks. And that winner is Kathy Lake. Congratulations. You've won 200 junk bucks. Now, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to start a raffle here for some goodies. So this is going to be a notepad in cork. I guess so. Pad and cork. And then we'll do, did I get it open? Yes. Okay. And then we'll do a raffle for 2,000 junk bucks. That will be a donation from Margie. So we'll do that here in just a moment. But go ahead and enter the raffle for 200, or right now for free, to get a chance to win this little notepad that has a bull clip. And then this is some cork that's been printed upon that Robin has donated. So she was cleaning out and gave me a bunch of things I could use. So thank you so much for doing that. Thank you, Suzanne, for your donation. By the way, Well, yeah, because I said when I click it before I say it. I click it, it posts it, and then I say it. So that's how it works. Whatever, skinny Sally says. I'm not that skinny. I do get a haircut tomorrow. I am in desperate need of a haircut. I keep pushing this up out of my face. All right, so there is just something different using an index card and adding a little bit. I could add a little paper flower to this one as well. I've got these little white flowers. I've been trying to use them up. So what if I put one like that? I'm just shocking Robin by using embellishments because I don't always use them. I decided today I'm just going to take my time and make whatever I make in the allotted time, and I'm not going to stress myself out. All right, so I think what I want to do now is let's make a pocket, and I'll make a couple of pockets. So I've got a book page here that I'm going to trim some of the excess edge off, mainly because I want it to be somewhat even and uniform. So I'll trim off some of this on the bottom as well. And this type of tuck spot I've showed before. I've got another tutorial that I've just made that I'm working on as well. I'm doing a black and white monochrome journal, so I hope y'all are going to like that. It's coming up really soon. But this is a larger size, so think 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I trimmed it just slightly. You don't have to, but it does work pretty good to do that. I'm going to fold it up. Then I'm going to fold it over. And now I have this little quarter page that I can pull down one corner. Then I'm going to take the next corner and don't come all the way down. I'm going to leave a gap. And I'm going to take the next one and do it again. And I'm going to leave this one in the back. And I'll go ahead and fold these the other direction. So I'll take this one and fold it back. Now, I know it's hard to see, but we've got a spot here, here, and here. So I'll take some Distress inks and go around the edges. So if you're looking for a way to have a layered pocket on a page, you don't want it to be very thick, well, using a book page, like a Bible page, something a little bit thicker than a dictionary page works. Sometimes those pages can be rather fragile, so be careful if you're using thin book pages. You may not be able to fold each one of these and make it into a pocket because the page is too thin. Okay. All right. So there's several layers there. And now we just decorate it out. So I'm going to grab some, let's grab some washi tape. I've got an abundance of it. I just grabbed this one because it was on top. I see a little bit of washi tape. All right. So I'm going to glue these pieces back out of the way. Okay. Glue this one back out of the way. And I'm going to glue this one down. Now you could make this a tack spot. It's not a very usable one, but you could. And another thing you could do is you could make this into a booklet, you know. We had a little pocket, glued this down, pocket here. This opens up, put another little embellishment. Okay, we're not going to do that though. All right, so I've got some washi tape, but I think I want to stamp across here. So I've got the Stitches stamp set. getting my long acrylic block. There it is. I lost my little piece of paper. Okay. Oh, Mary Jones, congratulations. You have earned your coupon code. So I'm just stamping it across. It may be a little busy, but I don't know. I like it. Okay, and I think I want to stamp it across this way. Yeah, and then let's go up this way. Kind of fills that in just a little bit. But you know, I want to change the color. I do. I want to change the color. What do I do with my brushes? I think this one's pink, so I'm going to grab the pink. And if it's not pink, it's purple, but we're going to do pink. I got brushed or picked raspberry. I'm just going to go over it. Okay. I got some washi tape out to use. I'll use that here in a moment. I think what I want to do is use this across the bottom. So right here, find my scissors. Oh, get an appointment for the COVID vaccine. Well, I hope you get it soon, that you don't have to wait very long. That's what you want to do. Go do it. Get her done. Be healthy. Cup is empty. Uh-oh. Government website. Thanks for being here, Lori. All right, so I put a little bit of washi tape on the bottom there. It kind of gives it a little flower effect. I saved a little piece so I can keep it from knotting up. And I think I want to put a little embellishment here. That's kind of pretty with that Scott roses. All right, so we got this piece. Nope, that's not enough. It needs something. Ooh, I got this bright pink. What if we took a little piece of this and laid this in here? I don't know, just a little decorative touch. And then we have our journal cards, like this one that we made would go here. Maybe this bigger one can go in the back. Can I see what we're doing here? I kind of like that. I think what I want to do is I'm going to glue this onto another card so that I can stitch around it and it'll kind of give me a tuck spot here on the front. Yeah, why not? Okay, so look at this. Yeah, we'll just cut this in half. All right, so I cut that in half. I'm going to lay this on here after I put some distress inks on the edges so that anything that's showing okay, so we're going to put this right here. Get rid of some threads. This is going to go right here. That's going to go right there. I think we need a little bit of lace, maybe? Yeah, let's look here. I'm trying to use more lace. It's all Robin's fault. Did you hear me, Robin? It's your fault. What if we did a little piece? No. If I put it behind. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But what if instead we put a little piece like this in the corner? And then we can put a flower on that. Doesn't that look better? Oh, yes, I do. Norella, thank you so much for your donation of $25. Lori, for your donation of $3. Suzanne, for your donation of $2. Linda, for your donation of $3. Robin, for your donation of $5. Rhonda Bennett, I'm not positive, but I think it was like $2. Oh, and I didn't even realize Margie gave me $20. So thank y'all so much. I've got 2 journals that we could give away. It looks like we've made it to give away at least one. So I do have a second one. Yeah, always to blame for something. It's all Robin's fault. Yep, I got it. Thank you so much, Norella. Thank you. Okay, I kind of like what we're doing here. So I'm going to go to the sewing machine. So sewing cam lamb. Here we go. Sewing cam lamb. And I'm going to stitch just around this rectangle, which is going to attach my fabric to the square. And then I'll sew this little piece right here in the corner so that we can put something on top of it. Yeah, thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, sewing lamb. Bye, as I said. All right, so I'm going to stitch around this. And I'm using a regular sewing machine, y'all. Zigzag stitch. I've got regular thread, regular needle. We're going to put a piece of lace on here. All right. So I just stitched all the way around. And see how it changes the way that looks? All right, so now I'm going to just stitch this in the corner. Just put a couple of zigzag stitches down. So we ended up doing that. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate your support and y'all being here. All right, I like that. So now I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to do it. I'm going to glue down these 2 sides so that here's a tuck spot here. I could also glue down strips of paper. Oh, I'm not in camera. Sorry, y'all. Strips of paper. So that we could have a full pocket on there. Should I do that? Well, no, I'm just going to glue it down. We're so fun. Beat me to it this time. All right, so I just put glue on 2 sides, and we're going to glue this down on the front here. So I'll just kind of press it into place. I'm going to grab a flower. Let's see if this is what we want. Do we want this flower? A little white flower? I just saw kind of a gray. We could even layer it. You don't really see the gray one, do you? There's a little pink flower. Maybe we could do 2 flowers. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do 2 little flowers. I know, I'm putting flowers on here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Put one right there. One right there. So it looks like we planned it. All right, so I know I want to put her in one of these pockets. We'll put her in the front like that. So let's make something. Oh, let's do it. I've got this square. What if this? That's a tight fit. So I can make this a little bit shorter. So this is 4 inches. So if I made that 3 inches, that might be kind of cool. Flowers. Flowers. I know, I can't believe it. You love multi-pockets, Robin. Okay, so I still have the little index card, but I made this little piece because it fits right there. Now, it does cover up in the background, but I kind of like that. So let's do something on this one. I have to think about it. Pretty flowers. Thank you, Erin. Thank you very much. And you don't have to plan out everything you're going to put in your pocket right off the bat. I'm just doing that today to kind of give a little cohesiveness of what we're putting together here. All right, so we've got a lady on this one. We have flowers on here, so maybe some more flowers. And I just saw that I had the garden rose. So let's stamp the garden rose on this card, and we'll stamp it in black. And yes, it's got smudges on it. Just put smudges on everything and you don't have to worry about it. All right, we're gonna put it kind of in the middle. Oh, so I have textured watercolor paper, and that's what it looks like. So, do I leave it, or do I stamp it again on another sheet of paper and layer it on there? Or how about if I heat set it and then just loosely watercolor it with a paintbrush? I'm heat setting it because that ink is relatively juicy and I don't want it to run. Bye, Isabel. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day. Smudges are awesome. All right, so let's look here. So I've got a purple. We could really make that pop. I don't think I want that color. There's a green. All right, let's do this purple and green. So we've got, what have I got here? Is this the same? Okay, that's a different. This one's from the So Rockin' Powdered Angels collection. So I'm going to shake it up. Shake it up. And there's a flower and there's a bud. So there's a flower here and there's a bud there. And I'm just going to dip it into the water and then just loosely paint on this paper. And I'm going to deliberately kind of go outside the lines. Just adding a little bit of color. Now I'm coming back in and just putting a little bit more drops here and there of the thicker Tattered Angels, so it'll kind of pool up. You get that variation of color. I'm going to clean off my brush, close up the paint, and I think I want a little bit of some brown. So I've got some craft here. We're going to come back with craft. And then I've got the artsy green from the So Artsy kit. Artsy green. What's she named? Smudges is a cute name for a kid. Yeah, Smudges. Yeah, that would be a good kid if they, especially if they had a little smudge on their face or whatnot. All right, so I'm just going to come in here with this green and color in the flower green portion, the leaves. What are those? Leaves. So if you don't color very well, I like doing this with Tattered Angels because it just gives it a really cool effect. Yeah, but you would spill it. Well, you know, Lori, what you can do is spray or pour some into a palette, and then you don't have to worry about it. I just don't have a palette handy at the moment. And sometimes on my desk, if I have a palette, I end up putting stuff in it. So it's just as easy for me to grab a paintbrush and dip it directly into the bottle. So I'm coming back with craft color just to kind of give a little bit of highlights of some brown. You can kind of see that coming in together. I guess I could have zoomed in for y'all, but I'm just kind of cleaning that up a little bit there. You love it being used as a watercolor. It's one of my favorites ways to use it. All right, so I got a drop there. That's okay, but see it took that fuzzy stamp, and because we watercolored over it, it kind of looks like we did it on purpose now, right? We can fix it. And I don't think it needs anything else. I think that's, you know, one of those projects that you do that you're like, I was out in the field and I watercolored and that's what I made. And I have, this is one of the calico collage images from Dragonfly Delight. These large postcards, I love them. And I decided to use these because they had the ladies with all the flowers and the dragonflies on their head. So this will be another what we can put in our pocket. So we got a pocket here that, you know, if you've got a book page that you're working on, so we're just going to pretend we got a book page. You can then take this and I would glue it on the edge here, and then you could glue down that back portion and you've got nice little pockets. You can take all these out and you can see what's inside. I like that. Love that. Thank you. So we'll put that right there. I need to get one more journal card, I think, in here. I could do, although it would stick out too far, I think. We'll figure something out. What if we did that? So she's going to go here. That's going to go there. There. Oh, wait. I still have an empty pocket. How did I manage that? Oh, I see. I missed it. There. So now it's nice and fluffy. We have lots of stuff in there. All right. What else? Oh no, colored in and then you didn't have waterproof ink. I hate that. You need a ring to put it in the pockets. All right. Okay, so we made a pocket. Got a random piece of paper here. I think what I want to do is let's make a side pocket that would go on a journal. And I know that my journal pages are 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to go ahead and trim down this piece of cardstock that I happen to have laying around here to be 8.5 inches tall. And I got a little scrap. We'll do something with it somewhere. And I'm going to cut a 2.5 inch strip. Okay, so here's my first piece, if you will. And I want to put something on top of it. You know, I've been showing y'all where I'm taking some packaging. So this is some packaging from 7 Gypsy. And this is 2.5 inches. So what if we cut this to be 2.25? No, let's go 2 inches. So I've got this 2-inch strip. It goes pretty much edge to edge, but I don't want it to. I want to trim it down. So I'm going to trim off about 1/2 inch. So now I've got this 2 pieces. Okay. All right. All right. We're getting there. We're building here. Oh yeah, I forgot I had those. So what if we find an image like this image, all right? But it needs something else behind it to make it stand out a little better. Well, I've got another card here. How about if I just make a strip? So this is, I make it 2 inches wide. So I've got this 2-inch strip, okay? And I think I'm going to go ahead and trim off that excess. And I'm turning this into a frame. It's cardstock weight, so it'll be a nice, another tuck spot that I can use. But we need to change the color of it, because it kind of blends right in, right? So, what color? Thank you so much, Janice, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, Naroa. Have a good day. Thank you for stopping in. A side pocket needs an 8-ball in it, Margie says. Oh, my goodness. All right. I want to change the color of that. We're using lots of bright colors, so let's get out a teal, maybe. I got an artsy patina. I don't think that's as dark as I want it to be. That's so artsy. Let's try those. I'm going to use my paintbrush again. Let's see if we can't make this a little bit darker. It's a habit. All right, so let's put a little. Altering the color. We're not going to see the middle. We're just going to see the edges. I'm going to try adding a little bit of this teal to it. Just kind of adds more color depth to it. And we'll use a heat tool and dry this. Getting sleepy. Don't be getting sleepy now, Julie. It's early there for you, isn't it? Yeah, it's too early. You can't be sleepy. I don't know why. I just like the way the Tattered Angels looks on this watercolor paper. Isn't that pretty? All right, so I'm making it a side pocket that will attach to a journal. And it'll have multiple pockets in it. See how that comes together? And this is going to go on here. I'm going to lay my acrylic block on that for a moment while I distress and tease this piece of paper. Anytime's a good time for a nap in your world. I can't nap all the time. I got things to do. All right, so if this piece is going to go on here, that background is rather boring in my opinion. So let's change it. Let's change it up. You like that? Let's change it. If I can find the stamp that I had, it was right here. Oh, here it is. I've got the Bella Rose stamp. I'm losing my papers here. So I'm going to ink it up and we're going to stamp around the edge. It just gives a little pattern. I don't know why I like it. It just seems to me that it breaks up that white space. Put it right. And now watch how that changes the way that looked. So, if you will imagine, without. So here it is without. And it's got smudges on it. And then here it is with the stamping. Did you like it? See, Margie, you can use your Tattered Angels to color stuff. That's why I try to show y'all ideas. Okay. All right, so I want this to be a pocket. So I like to take a book page and trim some strips. I'm going to do that. You don't use it otherwise. If you gotta have it there where you can get to it. You know, it's out of sight, out of mind. It's like these paper flowers. I don't use them very often, mainly because they're in a different area, and it takes so much more time to sit down and wait for the glue to dry. And I'm a little impatient. All right, so I'm going to glue down this edge. And I'm making this so the pocket's the full width. I put down a bead of glue and then slide the paper onto the other paper a little bit deeper. And that gets that whole edge glued down. Otherwise, you have to worry about, did you get enough glue on this edge, because your paper will stick to it. It is handy, you just don't use it. That's funny, Margie. Well, you gotta have to make that decision to use it. And you love Tattered Angels? Oh, got a slow cooker already started for your day, Julie? All right, I think Robin is saying that it's time for me to do the raffle. So if you haven't already, join the raffle. All right, so I'm just putting on this edge, and then I'll trim off the corners. Okay, so this just makes little tabs so I can have that full use of that pocket. Let me do this one, and then we'll do the raffle. You just have the ones you got in kits. Part of, it's just getting in the habit of using stuff too. Like I've got stacks of paper, just some of it's random, like this piece of gray paper. I have a whole stack of paper that I bought when I went to Ohio back in 2000. This piece of paper is at least 20 years old, okay? And I haven't been using it, so I decided, I'm just going to start cutting it up. I'm just going to start using the pieces and see if I can't get rid of some of the stuff. Oh, too much stuff in my stash. Okay. Oh, cool. All right, so I'm going to trim these corners. This is drying, and then we'll start stacking it together, making our pocket. All right, so this is going to go on there. This piece is going to go on there. I think we're going to go to the sewing machine in a moment. I think we are. All right, so let's pick the winner of this little notepad and cork, and then I'm going to pick one more winner here in just a little bit for 2,000 junk bucks, which will give you a $10 off coupon to my shop. So we're going to do right now for the notepad, that winner is Sam Spade. Congratulations, Sam. You won a little notepad and some cork. We're going to reset this. All right, so I'm going to do, where are we at? 5 o'clock. All right, so I'll do another prize. Then we'll do the 2,000 junk buck, and then we will have the last raffle of the day. So, oh, well, perfect. This goes together. Okay. Let's reset, and we're going to do coffee and donuts. All right, so we're going to do, this is some stuff that Robin gave me. So, well, this is tea, but this is tea. So it's got teacups, and they're a spoon, a fork, and they're stickers. And this says mini journal sticky notes. So these are sticky notes that have coffee and donuts. And then these are donut stickers. So we have coffee, tea, and donuts. So we got a little package for you. Coffee, tea, and donuts. You get all your bases covered. You can be in a sugar coma. Oh dear. Okay. Coffee and donuts. All right, I'm going to glue these together. And then we're going to go over to the sewing machine. And I want to zigzag stitch. I'm just pin glue right in the middle. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm going to zigzag stitch right around the edge to put these together. And then I'm going to zigzag stitch around this piece. Tea, coffee. All right. Sewing cam lamb. All right. Stitch around this piece. I'm not talking much because I'm stowing. I have to concentrate. So there's this little piece. And now I'm going to stitch around this piece. Almost done. We're getting there. It has been stitched. I think the camera got adjusted just a little bit. Type raffle. Okay, so we did some sewing. You don't want to enter the raffle. It's from your stash. Poor Robin. Okay, Robin, if you win, you don't get it. We'll pick somebody else. We'll pick somebody else. And then somebody else can, if the person that wins has to send Robin something. All right, so I'm just folding these back. You want to make sure that your paper is dry before you start folding the edges back of the tabs that we made, because you could glue them together and not be able to use the tabs, which they're intended for, okay? And this piece is going to go right here, and then this piece is going to go right there. I'll go ahead and put a little glue down here. Get this piece glued together. I like the flowers in the background. Can you see them? I will send Robin the coffee, Margie says. Give it to Junkie Joe. Bribe Junkie Joe. All right, so this will go right here. I'm going to set my acrylic block on there for a moment. I think I want a little piece of fabric or something up here. So, ooh, what if... Okay, I think I like that idea. This is going to be the edge of the page, so this can kind of stick off a little bit. So I'm putting a bead of glue, and then I will kind of look at this, this edge, dip this in the glue, and then scrunch it. So making a little ruffle. See? And then I have maybe one of those flowers. Had I been smart, I would have sewn that down, but you know, hindsight's 20/20. All right, so see how we're getting add a little flower there? And I think I'll go ahead and add a white flower on top. Y'all are getting all the bling. Like that. All right, so we've made that portion. We need some more journal cards to go inside, don't we? What do I have? Kind of like that. This can go in here. All right. I'm trying to decide, do I want to just make a card for the back? Like a big card? All right. So let's look at my cardstock situation here. And let's make a larger journal card. Uh-oh, we got more credit. All right, so I'm going to make some 5x7 journal cards. And my fingers are dirty and I'm getting my paper dirty. Dang it. I hate it when I do that. What happens when you get dark stuff out? It's a hippie girl, flowers in her hair. Kinda, yeah. Actually, they're not in her hair. They're just around her. All right, so we got those. They're actually in front of her face, like coming up. So they're not in her hair. They're around her. Oh, I'm out of camera. It's supposed to go up to 93 where you are. Okay, we gotta make a little collage. Collage. Yep, I think so. I think I got out some gel prints. Maybe we can do some patterning around this outside edge to kind of give this a cool look. Okay. Julie says. All right, I think I'm going to add some distress inks to this and I think I'll get a stencil out. I don't know, I'm really thinking about it. This is a linen cardstock, so it's got a texture to it. Yeah, flowers in front of her face does not have the same lilt to it. No, I agree. Now this one has flowers on her head. That one has flowers on her head. She's got flowers on her head. She's got flowers on her head. All right, so if we put this there and this there, this there. I think I need a stencil. Ooh. I don't really see that pattern very well. Oh, but this one you will. I think I need to clean it though, because I think it's got black on it. So maybe we won't use that one today. Oh, we'll use this one. So this is from the January Stencil Club. I had to think about it. So why not? We had the blue. Let's use the purple, the pink again. Oh, there's black on it. Well, I'm just going to see what happens. I must have didn't clean off my stencil the last time I used it. But let's see what happens. This may end up being more vintage looking. That's a little vintage on the edge there. Just coming in from the edge a little bit. So maybe it wasn't what I wanted, but I kind of like it because it kind of gives that old vintage effect. Kind of like it. I'm trying to decide if I want to leave the bottom open to put something. We did the Dare to Dream earlier. I still need to stamp these all out because I cannot remember what they say. Worth remembering. Here we go. That might be a good one. Worth remembering. All right, so what do I have? Oh, I've got a scrap of paper here. This is just a cut off piece. This one's a little bit smaller. Okay, that'll work. Worth remembering is the stamp. New toys, new toys. All right, so I'm stamping. Today is that tomorrow you dreamt about. Make it a yesterday worth remembering. And it's crooked. I don't know if y'all see that. So I'm just going to kind of come in here and deliberately cut it wonky. Okay, so I deliberately kind of cut it wonky. All right, so if we're going to put this down here, what if, oh, I've got this fabric. making adjustments as I go, seeing what I like. Maybe this needs to be a different color. What if just kind of rubbing that directly on there? So it kind of gives us a little bit more of a mixed media feel. What do you think? That is the January Stencil Club. That's from the January Stencil Club. The one in the background. All right, I'm going to glue these together and stitch around the image in the middle. And I don't want to stitch it to this card, so I'm going to stitch it separately. And I think I want to glue this piece on here. So if I put this here, all right, so I'm just kind of gauging where I want this because I'm going to go ahead and stitch onto this piece too. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go to the sewing machine. We're going to stitch around the top. I don't need to do the bottom here. And then I'm going to put some stitches across here. Okay. Sewing cam. I'm going to run out of thread. Hopefully not before I'm done sewing. So I just went all the way around that. Sewing cam lab. So I just stitched across the bottom here and then up the side. Let's go back over here. Oh, tattered angels hit the floor. Lots of tattered angels hit the floor. All right, so I think I'm going to glue this down in the middle. Trying to decide, do I want to go ahead and put the black frame around that? No, I think I'm going to leave it. All right. It's interesting how bringing in the pink on top of that black made this dark, almost purple brown. And this will go right there. I like it. Do you like it? I think I could also put a flower on here. I like it. I don't think I'll put a flower on it though, because it'll catch when we put it in our journal pocket. Like it? So that'll fit right there. I've got one from the kit. Maybe we'll do this one. And then we'll put something right there. So let me apply some distress inks and think about what I want to make for the next card. We love it. Well, thank you. You love the journal stamps? Those are fun. They're fun to use, aren't they? All right, so this one's going to go here. So I need a card to go behind there. I have that size. Let's put some distress ink on here. Okay. Maybe we'll do a different type of collage. Maybe. I don't know. I'm still playing around with it. Oh, how funny. I don't know. Do I like that one? I was trying to get a lady image. I got this one. Maybe she would be prettier. She's got that green. All right, let's put some distress inks on here. I think I need to spray the book page. You like that? I used several different lady printable images from Calico Collage. Okay, so we got distress ink on that piece. Let's do this one real fast. I'm trying to decide what color. So I think I'm going to go with this paler artsy patina. I'm going to spritz this. And I probably could have gotten away with using less if I'd used my paintbrush. Thank you, Sam. A kookaburra is a native Australian bird. I've heard of a kookaburra. Probably not saying it right. Junkie Joe is fast. All right, so we colored this. Okay. We're going to put this and this on here. And I think it needs something else in that background. So I'm going to do this. It's still damp, so I need to dry it some more. If a piece of paper is damp, I didn't realize it's off. If your piece of paper is damp when you go to rubber stamp upon it, it won't be bright and crisp. It can kind of fade and be dull looking. Hey, Artastic Nerd, welcome. Y'all are junk journaling. All right, so that one's dry now. And I've got the Botanical Rose, the big stamp. And I'm going to stamp that over. Okay. So now, how are we looking? We're kind of getting there, a little collage. Now I think we need something in the background of this page, so I think I'll just use the, it's going to use the botanical rose, I think. Or no, we'll use the Bella Rose. We're going to stamp kind of filling in. So now when we put this together, you kind of see what we've got going on now. I don't know, maybe I want to do her there, this one. No, I don't want to do it that way. Maybe like that. All right, let's glue these pieces together. Got any liquid pearls for a birder? Yeah, but I don't use liquid pearls. Not live. Not if I want to not have a mess. So we'll put this right here. And I think I saw some more sayings. So we put this one right there. I kind of like that. The wrench, that means that those people are part of my administrative team with the Friendly Junk Journal people as well as administrators here in the chat. So they're all my helpers. All right, so I'm going to put this one right here. Okay, we'll let that rest a moment, and I'm going to look for a sentiment to put across the bottom there. What do I have that will work? Let's see here. I really need to stamp these all out so I know what they say. Oh, here we go. Got a little piece of paper here. There are many ways to build a nest. I don't think that fits our theme. I don't know what this one says. It's never too late to fall in love. That'd be okay. We could do that on there, maybe. Yeah. So I think we'll just put this. All right, so we're making a journal card to go in the little pocket that I made. I think that'll go right there. Oh, thank you, Cynthia, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we are going to have a journal raffle today. I think that looks good like that. Maybe a piece of fabric. Just a small piece. Oh, I've got this little blue. Little blue. All right, is that too much? Maybe narrower. not as wide. I need to sharpen my scissors. All right, so what if we put this? Yeah, just a little smidge there. The squares on here, oh, well, possibly. Sometimes it may be hard to see. I think I need to adjust my lighting again. It doesn't want to stay in the right setting for some reason. There. So we made a journal card that can go right there. So we made this journal card. We made this journal card. This is part of the kit from the Shabby Florals. And then this was some leftover bits. Oh, thank you, Cynthia, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, we'll be giving away 2 journals today, if I understand what I saw. So thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your donations today. And this is going to go back here. Okay, so let's recap what we've made so far. Move this out of the way. I got too many pieces of paper on my desk. So we did this little bunch. And we made this little bundle. So it's a card I made right off the bat. There's another one I made. So they're all different. That's what I wanted to go for, was variety. This was one of the printed from the Dragonfly Delight kit. So there's multiple layer pockets. And then I had this little journal card that we made using an index card that we colored right here live on YouTube. And I put a little piece of fabric on the back just for stability purposes. And this was, I started before I started a live stream stamping. All right, let's see what we can do. I think we need some more embellishments, maybe. I've got these domino images that I cut out and a couple others. Maybe we need to make some small ephemera pieces, like something we would put on the corner of a journal page. Hey, Terry! Oh, just $1 more and then we'll have enough for 2 raffles. All right, so this time I want to do something a little different. A different type of a corner cluster type of thing. I'm just grabbing a few things, having them handy here. I think I want to use these 2 pieces for sure. I'm going to grab a book page. So that's going to be part of my foundation that I'll use for this. I'm kind of liking that. I've got another book page here. Let's do that. All right, so I'm going to take this book page and glue it to another book page just to make it stronger. This book page, the ivory one, is a nice thick paper, but I have found that as soon as I fold it, it's very brittle. So to help combat that, I am gluing it to another piece of paper to help give it some stability. Use my bone folder here. Thank you, Lou, for your donation. I guess it must be laggy because it's been working on my end. I hadn't had any error messages, so it's kind of odd. Don't know why. Why aren't you working? Okay. All right, so now what I want to do is I'm going to trim the excess book page off that I don't need. And I want to make this kind of a pocket, so I'm just going to use this as a guide to get the halfway part and just trim it. All right, so I'm going to make a pocket out of this piece here. So I'm going to fold over this edge. You can see it it's brittle, so it's breaking up a little bit. Thank you, Suzanne, for your donation. They are donating to me as a support. And then secondary, when you donate, you get points to add up into junk bucks so that you can redeem those for a $10 off coupon. And those that donate today, I have 2 journals that I will show that I will be giving away to those who make a donation of any dollar amount. All right, so I'm folding down the side, and then I'm going to fold across the bottom here. I'll cut this one at a diagonal. Cut this at a diagonal. Cut this as a diagonal. And do you see what I did? How I made a little corner spot? I know what I can do. I know I have some. What if we were to put some napkin down? I think I might like that. Let's see. If we were to put a layer of napkin and then put those on top, that would look kind of pretty, wouldn't it? All right, so let's separate this. And we need to do the raffle. So right now we're going to give away the tea, coffee, and donuts. These are stickers and notepads, sticky notes, and stickers. Thanks to Robin. I greatly appreciate that. And then we're going to have the last free raffle, which is for a $10 off coupon to my shop. Hey, Ashley. Hey, how are you? Yeah, I've got a mess. I have definitely got a mess. Robin says she'll be right back. All right, y'all get in on the raffle. And I know it just said subscription boxes are here, but they're not. And I will be showing the next subscription box, which will be shades of pink and has flowers, roses to be more specific. I'm peeling off the layers of this napkin, and it will come out the end of this month in January. All right, so I'm just pulling the layers. All right, is Robin back? Okay, I think Robin's back. I'm trying to get this napkin started so I can rip it apart. Goes pretty quick once you get it started. Oh, I lost a piece of paper. Where'd it go? My napkin's going crazy. All right, there we go. Got it. All right, let's pick the winner. Pink. Yes, it's going to be pink. You'd have it already tore up. Well, I got it all one piece. All right, so the winner of the coffee, tea, and donuts is Cynthia Dawson. Congratulations. You are going to get the tea, coffee, and donuts. All right, so this is going to be for 2,000 junk bucks via FFF, which is Margie. All right. So this is your quick way of getting a $10 off coupon right now. All right, so I just peeled apart the layers of this napkin. I'm going to grab my what is this called? Glue pot that I probably forgot to fill full of glue last time. That's usually the case. And well, oh, there it is. I knew I wanted my mixed media mat. Oh yeah, that's definitely not very wet. Not very wet, Linda. All right, so I'm just going to put some water in here, put the lid back on, and we're going to do something different. So what happens when I don't use it very often, I forget about it. All right, so I'm going to take my glue and squish it on. Get my paintbrush just a tad wet. And I'm just smearing out the glue with a paintbrush. And now I'm going to take this corner and press my napkin down. Look there. So if you're really talented, you can take a paintbrush and run it right along the edge, and this will just kind of tear away. It's a wet paintbrush with water. So you kind of get that distressed look. All right, can you see that? All right, so that's going to go there. Then I've got this little piece, and I've got this little piece that I could put on there. But I think it needs something else. So I'm going to dry it. Is that pretty? Thank you. Yeah, napkins are fun. Adding a little napkin just kind of gives you a whole different texture. All right, so that's going to go there. I think we need, do I need darker? I think we need a little darker piece. But I don't know that I want that big of a piece. So let's see. I'm thinking let's cut a sliver of this. And then something like that. You love the book page? You're getting in on this one? Oh, dear. Covers the napkin. Hide them up. I know, I covered the napkin. I know. Maybe I won't use her. Maybe I'll just use... maybe like that. All right. Is that better? I think that's better. So that gives us on the bottom. That's mixed media for you. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Faint eye roll. All right. So if we did that, I could put a piece of lace coming out this way. Let's see what we've got here. This really big piece of lace. No, that's too much. Too much! That does not work. What about just a little snippet? Just a little snippet. There we go. Just a little bit of lace. Not a lot. We can put that down. Yep, I like it. You like it the other way? She liked it this way. Well, I still do. I covered up the napkin. I don't know. I'm kind of liking this. Never too much lace. Hey, Eric, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm making a little pocket. A little tuck spot. I'm going to put that right on top. You can live with that now? Okay, since I put a little bit of lace on there, it's okay. And oh look, I'll even find, let me find a flower. Oh, here's a pink one. I can get a hold of it. We got flowers falling everywhere. Oh, we could put one right there. Or we can put them up here. I think put them up there. Yep, up there. Up on the top. Right here. That's where it's going. That's how it's going to be. Look there. I used flowers again, y'all. Gym is good. You started going when you get sore going back to the gym. I know. I've been going myself. All right, you like that? Still got a little mess going on here. So there we go. Yeah, after the squats, yeah. Don't ever miss leg day. Exactly, Ashley. It ain't working if it doesn't hurt. I like that. So, I have this bigger image. And I have another card that I started. it got smushes and messes on there. All right, so we're gonna make one more journal card here. We're gonna give away the 2,000 junk bucks, which will get you a $10 off coupon. If you want to redeem that today, you can. So what if, let's make one journal card here. Ooh, I like this. Well, I could. I'm saying I could. It's a possibility that I could put down some book page. And I still have some of this napkin left that I could glue in the background. So what I'm going to do is trim these book pages to where I don't have any white space. And then I'm going to glue them onto this card. Kind of doing a Franken-page, if you will. Okay. Nope, not want to do it. Your whole body says nope, Margie. Well, I don't want to go. It's not my dream to go, but I'm doing it so that I can be healthy and live a lot longer and be able to do stuff like get off the floor if I get down there. All right, so I'm going to take these and glue them down on top of the journal card, okay? I may go ahead and distress. I could do it more Franken-page, but I think I'm going to put the napkin over it. You won't really see what it looks like. Don't you go up there. All right, so put some glue down. All right, so I'm gluing these down. And then I'll cut off the excess, okay? All right. So you saw that. Get my paintbrush ready. I need to clean my paintbrush water. All right, I've got my napkin ready. So I'm trying to use up that side. Okay. We're going to put down glue because my glue pot was dried up a little bit. I have dipped a paintbrush in a little bit of water, and now I'm smoothing this out. I'm going to flip this over just because I don't want my napkin sticking where I got glue off the edges. And I'm just pressing it into the glue. Okay. Use my paintbrush again. So I'm just trying to clean up these edges. Cleaning up the edges. Okay. How's that? You like that over the print? Isn't that pretty? Okay, I like that. She's going to go on there. Actually, that looks pretty good. I'm going to colorize this, so I don't really care what the print looks like. I am going to trim it down a little bit. About there, I think. Oops, sorry. It's like a peachy, yeah, it's kind of a peachy pink. Yeah. All right, I think I want a purple, maybe. Yeah. All right, so don't get it on my stuff here. I've got from the So Artsy kit. This is So Rockin'. And I'm just going to color that edge. So again, if you don't have a color of paper, but you want to have something that color, quick way to do it is with Tattered Angels. You can also use your Distress Oxide ink pads on the edges. All right, that should be enough. This would fit. See there? Framed her up. Just framed her. She's going away for good. Kind of like that. Yeah. Love the napkin. All right, I think I'm going to stamp on this outside edge. My nose itches. This is from the Sun-Kissed Cube. And I think that's going to do what I want it to do. Just give me a little flower pattern. We'll see how that fills in behind there. All right, I'm going to glue this together. Do I have that napkin in my shop? I don't know if that napkin is in there or not. I'm running low on those. It might be in one of those bundles. It's a long, skinny one. I need to make up a few more bundles. I don't have very many left. Okay, I like that. All right, I think I'm just going to put her right in the middle. I know it's covering it up, but I just like the way that looks on there. Yep. So I'm just going to glue it down. Glue it down. I could have glued it as a tuck spot, but I'm just going to glue it down. And then here is the tuck spot. So when you come to the page, you would see that. Let's say this is your journal page. I like it. Yeah, okay, I thought I was out. I think I'm out of napkins. Because I had napkin bundles, but I think they're about gone. Outside of the purple. And I may need to, I'm done for the day, Ashley, or I would keep going. I could have stitched on here. My card's really wet, so I don't want to take it to the sewing machine. But I may end up adding some stitches around here. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I may glue something on, maybe up in this corner up here. So we made a few things. All right, so let me clean a couple of things back here. All right, so we're going to pick a winner of 200 junk bucks, and I think we made it to our goal, did we not? Thank you, everybody, for that. I'll go through these journals right now, and what'll happen next is if you've made a donation today, here in just a moment, I will call your name, and you will want to enter the raffle for one of these two journals that I'm going to show. So put this out of the way. Moving some stuff back. And although I didn't make a journal today, I think y'all, I don't know, I hope you liked seeing some of the things I did today. I have a peacock, Sophia, I have a peacock journal kit. I also have some peacock napkins in my shop. Yeah. The stitching will work. I think you're right, Tanya. I think I'll put some stitching on there. As soon as it's dry, it's still very damp. I think some stitching. And I may put some stitching on this one too, just to kind of help it match. Okay. Yep, two journals. Okay, perfect. So, we're going to pick the winner of 2,000 junk bucks, and I will go ahead and give that person their junk bucks today. So pick a winner, and the winner of 200 junk bucks is Robin Fennessy. You've won 2,000 junk bucks. Do you need to redeem that for a coupon code today? Love, love, love peacock related thing for your journal. I have a few kits, and I have some other stuff. Oh no, Eric, I'm sorry that your card was canceled. Call them up, say, hey. That's funny, Robin. Thanks. All right, I'll get you that. I'll get you that. All right, reset. Let's go here. And this is going to be for one. Journal. All right, so here's what's going to happen is I am going to open the raffle here. And if you donated, it'll say donators only, one eclectic junk journal. You get to pick one of these two when I call your name. These are the people who've donated: Suzanne, Lou, Sam, Cynthia, Tanya, Janice, Laura, Lori, Norella, Suzanne again, Linda Gray, Robin, Rhonda Bennett, and Margie. Thank you all so much. Congrats, Robin. Tell Linda she'll send you that code. Oh, I guess Robin's getting her code. Yeah, you have to tell me though. They won't let you use your card for this anymore either. How weird. That is so weird. All right. Open giveaway. All right. So these people, you've donated. Now is the time. We're going to go through the journal. So here is what we're going to do. The first journal has the yellow rose on the front. This is from the shabby floral kit from Norella. This is from her journal words. And I do have a live stream that shows how I made this a month ago, maybe. And I've got a linen cardstock cover that I just collaged on. This is from the Artful kit. And I think this is also from the Artful kit here. Here's a journal page that I made by stenciling, rubber stamping, and layering. Mixed media page. This was a gel print here. Pardon me. This is some onion skin paper that I stamped on and stenciled. This is one of Norella's shabby grungy pages here. This is from the All About Robins kit. This is one of the shabby kits again. Faux postage by Norella. This is an over-the-page bookmark or altered paper clip. Just got a little decoration on both sides so it'll fit over the page. It's a mop-up page from the small polka dot. Thank you, Ashley. Okay, Range. Thank you so much. That's crazy. That's crazy that they did that, Eric. I'm sorry. I hope they get it squared away. This is a little over-the-page notebook out of some random papers that I showed y'all how to make a couple of months back. More layered journal card. This is a wallpaper. I happen to have some wallpaper samples, so I use those to make a pocket. And here is a pocket here in the center. We have lots of goodies in here. Yeah. Here is a mixed media page in the background, book page. I just kind of collaged. Scrap of paper that I happen to have from Norella. This is some little notepads, little note cards. This was a mixed media card that I made a while back. It's got another journal card in here. This one I made using a gel print and from the shabby floral kit. Use some gel prints in the background. That's crazy. I hope it doesn't happen again. To get on to them and say, hey, what is your dealio? Out of music, so a pocket that I made. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for donating. All right, so there is the first journal. So you can say a yellow rose journal, if that's the one you want. This journal, I ended up attaching the cover to a piece of muslin that I frayed the edges. So this is just a piece of cardstock sewn directly to the muslin, or in this case, I think it's canvas. And I just frayed the edges. I sewed another little piece on the cover front with a journal label and piece of fabric. And these are sewed into the cover. Just got that sewed there. This is the All About Robins kit again. There's a mop-up page using the quilted starburst stencil. Yeah, you love the Tide journal. And this was where I was just playing around with scraps of paper and leftovers to make stuff. Use different stencils and rubber stamps. Book pages. All About Robins kit. This is the woven boxes stencil. Just some fabric. I like the way this turned out, you know, like it's a little framed art piece with the little vines coming out behind there. Way behind. Sometimes just add a little piece of fabric. It's just stitched on there. All right, so everybody who donated in the raffle, we're about to draw the winners. I like this page. Here's where we used napkin again. So here I used a napkin over a page that I sprayed with Tattered Angels. Got fabric in here. Little collaged areas. Oh yeah, one of them kind of looks like stationery, yeah. It's just some fabric somebody stamped and sent to me, so I just used it to make a card. It's a gel print again. Leftover scrap. Alrighty. Here's the... It kind of looked like stationery because it was just all using the same color scheme. And this was signed. It was from last year. So what I plan to do is continue to work on the Ladies and Flowers journal. And next Monday, we will finish that journal during the live stream. All right, I'm going to call the first winner here in just a moment. She's left the biggest for last. Yep. Junk Joe got 100 junk bucks to Tanya. Good job. Thank you, Lou. Thank you, Sam. Hey, Isabel. Welcome. Hello, Isabel. Oh, Cynthia's earned her coupon code too. Oh my goodness. Everybody's going to be wanting their coupon codes. I got to eat dinner. Be tomorrow. Ribbon. Robin. All right. So the first winner, tell me which one do you want? Do you want the bird journal or the rose journal? And then I'll pick the next winner. All right. So the first winner. Oh yeah, Norella's not here. Robin, did you get in? Robin's in. Sam, Linda, Margie, Laura, Lou, Robin, Cynthia, Lori, Janice. Tanya, you're not in the giveaway. Suzanne, are you still here? Get into the raffle. Rhonda Bennett, get into the raffle. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Janice. Crosses fingers and toes. All right, so I was trying to see if Suzanne's still here. Marvelosamente hermosas. Lorena, I don't know what that means, but thanks. All right, Suzanne got in the raffle. Tanya got into the raffle. All right, I'll do it for Norella. All right. Oh, Suzanne, type exclamation point raffle, just like I did. Suzanne. Yeah, since you donated. Since you donated. Creeping away towards your coupon, Sam says. You're getting there. Type exclamation point raffle. Oh, how funny, Lori. Your real name is Lorena? It's a pretty name. All right, I'm waiting on Suzanne. Grace to Sam Spade for what? Suzanne! Oh, for getting your junk bucks. You're almost there. All right, so let's do the giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. All right, the first winner is Sam Spade. Sam, do you want the bird journal or the rose journal? The yellow rose journal. Tell me which one you want. Yay, Sam. All right, I got to pick one more person, but I'm waiting on Sam to tell me which journal. I'll stitch on that. I like it. All right, Sam wants the bird journal on the fabric. So the second person, you get the yellow rose journal. And that winner is Suzanne Roberts. Congratulations, Suzanne. You won. She's new. Thank you so much, Suzanne. All right, Suzanne, you already have a user account on my website, if I remember correctly. If you will send me a message that you donated on YouTube, that way I know it's working. Then I'll get you added to the YouTube donator membership on my website. Suzanne, you won a journal. Thank you for donating today. You won a journal. She's like, wait, what did I win? What did I win? She had a premonition, didn't she? Thank you so much, y'all, for being here. All right, so Sam gets the bird journal. Suzanne gets the yellow journal. I hope you liked seeing what I did today. I'm going to stitch on this, I think. And we've got a few elements started that will give us an eclectic looking journal, I think. I hope. We'll see. I'm going to keep making some stuffs. And we'll see you next Monday. You're very welcome. Yes, you won, Suzanne. She's got a delay. You're probably not live. Yeah, the cool tag coffee and tea and donuts. Weren't those fun, Isabel? You won twice today. So happy, Sam. Love you, Ashley. Thanks for being here, y'all. Thank you so very much. Yeah, thank you so much, Giovanna. You're so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I may not be live, Robin. It may if I do something, it's going to be pre-recorded. I think. Yes, you win the yellow journal, Suzanne. Y'all have a great week. You're very welcome, Tanya. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, y'all, before you leave, do go below and leave me a comment about what you thought of today's live stream. What was your favorite portion of it? Whatever. Just let me know, okay? I think right now just Mondays will be live. Yep. So see you next Monday. I have to work. Y'all have an amazing night. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to get off here. But thank you so much. I'll let you know if I get something recorded tomorrow and edited and ready to go, then I will do a premiere live stream Thursday. Hercules. Okay. All right. Y'all have an amazing day. Thanks so much for being here. Bye, everybody.